What's going on, guys? It's Vid. Welcome back to the channel, and right behind me there are two Tesla Cybertrucks. Now in today's video I'm going to be taking the Cybertruck for a test drive and letting you guys know what I think about it. I actually wanted to test drive the Cybertruck for a very long time. Didn't really get the chance to last year, but now I finally can. The first thing you can notice just by looking at the Tesla Cybertruck is how different it looks compared to all the other Teslas in terms of design. Now, most Teslas have a lot of curved edges, however with the Cybertruck it's all about straight lines and this boxy design. We're going to see more of this straight line design continue throughout the car, with one example being the windows, but we also see this on the mirrors, and even the wheel wells continue with this design language. In terms of the exterior cameras on the car, these aren't really going to be any special compared to most other Teslas. We're going to have your standard blind zone camera and your rear view camera, and we also have the pillar camera, which is going to be used for hazards and sentry mode. The one thing that's unique about this is the front view camera. This is the first time any Tesla has this, and it's going to be really convenient when it comes to standard parking. There's nothing really unique about charging the Tesla Cybertruck, except for the fact that the charging port is now hidden in the wheel well as compared to the previous Teslas where it's hidden within the rear tail light. When it comes to storage, the Tesla Cybertruck does not skip out on this category at all. You can easily put a duffel bag in the front trunk, and when it comes to the rear trunk, this area is about 51 by 72 inches, which is going to be plenty of space for most tasks. You also have a few power outlets if you ever need to use power tools when there's no outlets nearby. For the rear trunk, we also have this electronically deployable cover, which can be opened and closed with the touch of a button right from the outside. To open and close the rear trunk lid, you can open this electronically, however, closing it is going to be a manual process. This is what it looks like when I'm seated inside the Cybertruck. I have plenty of space all around me, and there's also plenty of legroom available as well. The seats are also going to be very comfortable. We got full power adjustment, and you also got heating and cooling. The Cybertruck does a pretty good job in terms of storing personal items. The phone chargers are a lot more accessible than other Teslas. We still got two cup holders. Center console's got plenty of space. The one thing I found really cool is this new glove box, which opens and also closes electronically for the first time in any Tesla. We also got this new space that's in between the center console and the dashboard, and this is perfect for storing something like a toolbox or even a backpack. In terms of the rear visibility, there is one major issue with the Cybertruck, and that is when the tonneau cover is up, we are not going to be able to see right behind the car. So what Tesla has done is it gives us a camera feed of what's going to be behind the vehicle, exactly as if there was no tonneau cover up obstructing that window. In terms of the software, this is going to be largely the same as every other Tesla that's ever been released. We've had Teslas for many years now, and the one thing that has been common is that pretty much every control is going to be consolidated within the center screen. Now, there are a few specific screens that are exclusive to the Tesla Cybertruck, but overall, it's still going to be largely the same experience. The Cybertruck also has the new Tesla ambient lighting system. You can control this right from the center screen, and it's infinitely adjustable. This is first seen on the new Model 3, and it's made its way to both the Cybertruck as well as the new Model Y. In terms of the rear seat comfort, there's definitely going to be plenty of legroom, even with my seat adjusted to my driving position. There's also a screen in the back, which is really convenient for adjusting things like the climate control settings. Now that I've given you guys a tour of what the Cybertruck has to offer, it's time to finally take it out for a drive. Now, I did enable the auto shift out of park, so what this is going to do is that as soon as I step on the brake, the car is automatically going to shift into the gear that it thinks is appropriate. Now, right off the bat, we also can see that the steer-by-wire system is very noticeable from the minute you start driving. The car feels extremely nimble, despite being so big and heavy. Once again, we're going to see the steer-by-wire system work its magic. It makes the turning feel just so effortless, and the acceleration is also really good. 0 to 60 in this car is 4.1 seconds. However, I also feel like with this car being so heavy, I don't notice the acceleration as much as I would if I was driving something else, like say a Model S or a Model 3. One thing I'm very impressed about is how comfortable the ride quality is in this car. It does have the air suspension, which definitely helps out in improving the ride quality, but I also have this car in the sport mode, and I don't notice a significant decrease in the ride quality compared to the standard comfort mode. One thing I'm not a fan of is how we shift between drive and reverse. We have to do it via the screen. My car has the stocks, and I very much prefer this over what the Cybertruck has. One thing that I think that could be pretty difficult in this car is parallel parking, mainly just due to the sheer size and blind spots of this vehicle. Now, luckily, my test car has full self-driving, which includes auto park, but I haven't attempted manually doing parallel parking as I don't think it would be very easy in my opinion. One thing that I was constantly worrying about when driving the Cybertruck was whether the car would actually fit in the lane that I'm driving in or not. This mainly stems from how much bigger the Cybertruck is compared to my Model 3, which is my current daily car. Turning on full self-driving did help out with some of that anxiety, and full self-driving worked just as well in the Cybertruck as it did on my Model 3 when it came to city driving. When it comes to using full self-driving, it's definitely going to be working better on highways compared to city streets. Now, I did review full self-driving more in detail in my previous YouTube video, so definitely check that out if you want to learn more about this feature. My favorite feature of the Cybertruck is hands down the steer-by-wire system. This makes turning a lot easier, and it even allows me to turn the car just by using one hand. It also makes taking a U-turn a lot easier, as when I'm taking a U-turn, it feels like I'm taking it in a much smaller car as opposed to something as big as this Cybertruck. Just got done driving the Tesla Cybertruck. If I'm being honest, I am not the biggest fan of it. There's just way too many blind zones and not very good visibility in this car, and because of that, it was making me really anxious as I was driving it. In terms of overall road comfort, I still think that this car does a very good job with that. I felt that the ride quality was very soft as I was driving, even on roads that were not the best. To answer the question of whether I would buy a Cybertruck or not, I'm going to have to go with no. I think it's a really cool car, but it's just not really for me. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope you found it very informative. If you like this video and want to see more in the future, you know what to do. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. That's all I got for today. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.